Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Raiders coming in at 3-0, going up against the Bills, who come in at 3-1. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Oakland Raiders. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And Mr. Cooper Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college, but Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
And this is incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Whenever we talk about Zach Brown, the first thing that comes to mind is speed. He can absolutely fly at the linebacker position.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. And he comes back with one complete. A gain of 8 and a first down.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They run with Murray, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. From the 4, it's second and goal. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge, getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. And so often we talk about electric playmakers as we look at the offense here. Sammy Watkins, he's an electric playmaker.
Love the word you used. Electric indeed. Dynamic, and this guy makes plays and opens the game up.
On third down, Taylor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. That was second down run for Murray. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
Here we go. Red 18.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On fourth down, here's the Raider punter Marquette King to kick it away. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Dan Williams might as well change his name officially to Big Dan Williams. A monster in the middle, holds down the run game against any team.
They come up in an offset eye. 2nd and 10. It's Taylor again, surveying the field. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put
Yeah,
down.
didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seven yards remaining here on 3rd down. The gun, it's Taylor. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now, standing just about on his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A big pickup there on the run, 34 yards.
Not a lot of dance steps in that run. That's much more like being that bowling ball, just going down and scattering some pins, breaking through contact, breaking through tackles, and he knows how to finish a run.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
They go play action here on 1st down. Amaro's got it, left side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Carr turns, hands to Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. Two yards to go here on 3rd down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Clive Walford, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here come the Bills. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
10 yards still left on second down.
Here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. The whole group of Raiders there that time helped bring him down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. To throw is Taylor. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage?
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, here we go, baby.
Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll let Olawale have a crack at it. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
We ready? Red 18.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Here we go. 1, 9.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's got Gregg here, the tight end. 7 yards on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Fresh set of downs here. Here's Taylor to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. Play fake here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Complete to Amaro on the right side. He got 29 yards that time.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On first down, Murray. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They go with Murray again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Now a give. This is Murray trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Completes it right side to Cooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or a big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
The Bills getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for... Hey, you. Yeah, you. John. Why'd you skip Larry's halftime? I'm just kidding. I don't know who you are. But if you're John, I bet you're pretty freaked out for a second. All right, let's get to the third quarter. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 6 yards to go here on second down. They come up in an offset eye. Now it's Taylor. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. So we've got encroachment, and that's a free 5 yards.
Too easy for the offense. A bit of impatience by the defense on that one.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Bills a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills cut into that lead. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So let's try this again as they come to the line to go for two. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will bull his way in there for the 2 points. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll come out in the pistol. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he's got Lockett. The 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there. Really
good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game, and boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Play action, it's Taylor. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, a 22. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. Uses the stiff arm. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And they'll run it here. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Bills get a bit closer.
Let's go. Mike's 50,
And they'll go on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short. And they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
We ready? Zebra. Safety's creeping. All right, here we go. 588. Check out route. Hot. Set.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now
they've got his man complete. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Bills are going to have a 1st down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Back now in the East Bay. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. 3rd and 2, now Taylor. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And 4th down coming up.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Watkins alone on the left side. Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Again, it's Taylor. This is caught. Watkins. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here come the Raiders. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there? And that's run the football. Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. No gain on the play there, second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing now is Carr. He's got his man on the crossing route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out.
And with the play clock running out, Jack Del Rio is going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Carr going to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Steps away to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They come out here in the eye, and on the ground they go with a running back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Watkins alone on the left side. Now Taylor finding time. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Carr going to throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Now, that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche, and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee you that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play.